Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. The Longhorns will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. The sure hands, it's Turbin. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Longhorns offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Reads it, fires complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Byrne. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hurley. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Dogs are marching down the field. Trying to pound it in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Can the D deny them on second and goal? It's complete to the left. And they will score! Touchdown, Dogs! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Burns. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And the Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Byrne. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Turbin. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Byrne. Finds his target down the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
The Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Byrne. Here comes the heat. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll heave it deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Fires to the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot. And I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. To throw, it's Byrne. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Makes the grab all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets it out fast.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Back to pass, it's Byrne. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on fourth down and short. It's on fourth down and goal. You have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on fourth down.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turbin. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fry. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They kick it away on 4th down. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Offense in an empty set. Back to throw, it's Byrne. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The offense coughs it up. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, look out! He's inside the 40, the 20. He's a touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up 14 over Arizona State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his big tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Dropping back, it's Byrne. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And the ball is batted down incomplete, but a flag flies, and it looks as if the defender got there a little early with the contact.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. He's got it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Byrne. Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff. Understand